Thanks for staying with us. The Be Quick to Click Car Seat Drive 2024, launched by African Brainchild in partnership with Supa and Wheel Well, seeks to protect children from traumatic brain injuries, also known as TBIs, by promoting the use of secure car safety seats. Research has shown that failure to do this may be detrimental to children. Let's speak now to the founder of Wheel Well, Peggy Mars, who's joining us via video link. Peggy, good evening to you and thank you so much for your time. So one would wonder, what are we talking about when we say traumatic brain injuries, and why are they described as the silent killer?
Well, children are top heavy to start off with. Their heads are bigger at birth in proportion to ours and take up as much as 25% of their body weight at birth. It reduces over time and it only normalizes in adulthood. On top of that, the skull is very vulnerable. We all know about the soft spot at the top of the head, and there's one at the back as well. Those are called fontanelles, and that means that the skull is still separate. It hasn't fused together like an adult skull yet. So it is separate, and it is just membranes that protect the brain inside. Now, a knock to that vulnerable head is infinitely more dangerous than a knock to an adult head. So an unrestrained child in a vehicle, if you come to a sudden stop or a crash, will fly head first, either into the passenger seat in front or the dashboard, and God forbid, through the windscreen. And that head injury is what we are talking about.
And what are the long-term effects of this?
Brain injuries affect you throughout your life. That is if your child survives. It is cognitive ability is affected. Some kids are paralyzed and care dependent for the rest of their lives. Something like multiple sclerosis and so on can manifest later on in life, also making your child care dependent. So it is imperative to protect your child's head and neck while you're traveling in the car.
And Peggy, we speak now during a season when a lot of parents are going to be on the road with their children, and some of them just think, for example, the fact that I've got you on my lap is more than enough. Others are thinking, no, if I take you and I put you on a seat and I strap you on a safety belt, it's more than enough. Let's speak to someone who thinks like that.
Okay, so first of all, a child on your lap is probably the most dangerous thing that you can do for your child. During a crash, now we're going to go into a little bit of science and biology here. During a crash, you take on a different weight than your actual weight, and that is velocity times mass. So it is your weight times the speed that you're driving at. So for instance, your baby is 6 kilograms and you're driving at 100 kilometers per hour. Your child takes on a weight of 600 kilograms. There is no way that you can hold on to your child. Plus, in that crash, you will crash your child into the seat in front or into the dashboard, impacting the crash even more. Your child don't stand a chance to survive. And the other thing that we have to look at is car seats are specifically designed for children at different stages of development. They are smaller in stature than adults, meaning a seatbelt don't fit them. It's like putting your 2-3-year-old child in the shoes of an adult. Doesn't fit. You have to make that seatbelt fit the child, and that is where car seats come in. So a car seat is designed to keep your child safe within the vehicle during a crash, help that body ride down the forces of a crash, and protect those vital organs, neck and head during a crash.
So we speak about the different sizes and the different car seats. Let's talk then about the security of the seat and what does it need to hold on to in order for me as a parent then to be sure that once I've strapped my child and I've clicked, then they are safe?
Certainly, you get two methods of installation. The most basic one is with a seat belt, and it is very important that you go to your car seat manual and look exactly how you installed your car seat. There's the stickers on the side of the car seat as well that guide you, and there's markers on the seat that shows where the seatbelt goes. Now, in older seatbelt installed car seats, you will see blue markings and blue indicators for seatbelt routing, and that is for your rear-facing installation. I remember it as blue is for babies. Then for forward-facing installation, the markings and the indicators are in red, and I remember it as red is for rascals. So follow these indicators with the stickers and your manual to make sure that your installation is correct. With ISOFX, which is the newer version of an installation, you use clamps that clamp onto brackets that is welded onto your vehicle. And these clamps will have indicators that turn green if your fix is correct. But what I want parents to remember is that when you have only 2 points of contact, you create a hinge. So during a crash, that seat will tumble backwards and forwards, and we call that rebound, and it causes secondary impact on your child's head. We want to prevent that. So there will always be a back tether strap that you have to secure behind the seat, or there will be something like a load leg pressing down into the footwell to balance your installation. And each one of these will have indicators that turn green if you've done it correctly.
Is there an age limit when it comes to these car seats, and when then can we take them out of those and put them on the actual seats of the car?
Yes. So the infant seat, which is the seat that you start your car seat journey with, is designed to hold an average child up to 15 months. And rear facing is an absolute must until 15 months. Then you can start forward face in the toddler seat, still with a 5-point harness built into the seat, and that you use until 4 years. At 4 years, your child is strong enough in their body to ride with a seatbelt, but they're not big enough yet. You need a booster seat to first of all lift them up so they can see better. The other thing that it does, it brings that seatbelt down to their shoulder level where it should be, and it also provides very vital side impact protection to protect that head and neck and spine.
And I suppose just listening to you then, parents at different levels sometimes, are using these different seats and they gather dust in the garage. And I suppose then it calls for just donate them so that everybody is safe out there.
Yes, please. So if anybody out listening or watching us now, please go and donate your unused car seat at any Supa Quick dealership across the country. Skynet will bring those seats to our front door so that we can inspect that seat for safety, clean it and make sure that all the germs and lurgies are removed and that that seat is in good working condition so it can go on to another child to keep them safe.
And definitely, this is quite an important conversation that often goes untouched. Thank you so much, Peggy. And certainly a lot of parents, I hope, are watching and have taken, these hints and everything that you've told us how we should travel with them going forward. Thank you so much, Peggy. Appreciate it.
From your lips to God's ears.
Definitely.
Thank you.
That is founder of Wheel Well, Peggy Mars.